everyone, welcome back to my channel. Many friends had asked me how I can find time to do many things at the same time, especially learning Thai and Chinese. Or many times I come across friends who are saying that they like learning a new language but they don't have time for it. Well, I'm not a genius, but if I really like something, I will find a way to do it and make it the best as I can. So if time is a blocker for you and you also wonder about my secret of learning languages in my busy schedule, this video will give you the answer. By the way, I'm Mama, a polyglot who speaks 4 different languages based in Thailand. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 different hacks that save me 2 hours a day so I can focus and intentionally spend on language learning. Now, let's get started. The first one is having my morning adventure. Back then, when I worked at university, I used to stay up till 2, 3, but work had changed my routine, so I have to sleep and wake up earlier. My morning routine, which I prefer to call morning adventure, because even the activity is similar. I wake up doing my meditation, then yoga, then study either Thai or Chinese. But I think every day, every morning is very different because even the activity is the same, but the feeling is very different. There are 2 benefits when having that routine in the morning. The first one is it mood lifting for me. I have exercise, my mind is very clear, and I also learn Chinese and Thai very focusedly in the morning. So in the evening, if I feel tired, then I can entertain myself. I can watch movie, I can listen to music, listen to podcasts without feeling that I haven't done anything of learning that day. And the second thing is I feel like having that routine, so every day when I wake up, I don't need to think about what to do or what to do first, what to do second. And I also integrate learning language effortlessly in my routine. So it feels very naturally to stack that 3 things in my routine and just follow accordingly. Secondly, it's journaling, which saves me 25 minutes a day. I'm not sure about how you guys, but for me, I think mood swing is the thing that actually costs a lot of time. Like mood swing because of work, I'm not feeling good about work, I'm not feeling about the relationship that happened with me, or I feel that I'm not progressed in language learning. And because of that, I'm delaying, I spoil myself. Instead of learning languages or spend doing other things, I'm scrolling on my social media. Recently, when I started doing YouTube, because I think doing YouTube or learning languages is actually similar in a way that it's a very long-term thing. It's not like I'm posting a couple of videos today and then the next day I will become popular. The first couple of videos that I'm doing, I don't know how to do it properly, and then also seeing the view of people. Sometimes they're video that many people watching, but sometimes they are video that I don't see any view at all, or I see very less view. Doing YouTube also costs a lot of time. That's why my mood is changing like a roller coaster. And journaling really helped me to really remind me of why I'm doing YouTube, understand my mood and my feeling, because I'm sort out all of my emotion, all of my mood, why it happened to me, or I'm no longer bothered about those things. I can concentrate more in learning languages. Thirdly, this one I call colorful calendar, which saved me 30 minutes a day. With my calendar, I setting the block time for different activity and I color it in different color. I put it in pink. I know that is the time I reserve for learning languages, and I put less gap in my calendar because when I feel like I'm not doing anything, I'm easily found myself get bored, and then I probably doing things that unintentionally, like listen to random things or swiping in my social media to spend those time to thinking about different things, let my mind wandering. Just by having my time block, even it's 15-20 minutes, it can let me go back to intentionally doing that thing at the time. Because with work, you feel tired, you easily find yourself doing the thing that you not intentionally do it. With the color, it's actually really easily for me to spot on, that hour, the time that I should learn Chinese. Or I remember very vividly that at 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon every Sunday, this is that the time I have to sit down and do my Chinese homework or spend time for writing in Chinese. The next one I call is focus phone, which surprisingly saved me 25 minutes a day. Phone undeniably is amazing invention of all time. However, at the same time, it can be very distracting. If you have watched other video about me learning Chinese, you will see that I use my phone a lot to learn my Chinese, listen to podcasts, etc. thing. It's very handy, it's very useful, and you can access anytime. But yes, of course, it can be distract. I know, I'm also struggling with that as well. well. That's why there are a couple of things that I'm doing to make sure that I'm not wasting my time on my phone too much. As I mentioned at the beginning, that I also have my morning adventure. And one tip to keep me less distracted and having a beautiful morning is I set the screen times on my phone. I'm also setting my screen time. There are no message or email that coming through until 8 a.m. in the morning. And in the phone, you will have the focus mode here. Either for me, when I'm studying, when I'm working, need my focus time to do it, or when I'm studying languages, I will put my time into focus mode. And yeah, like I will less distracted from friends chatting in the group, or people sending email to me, or like social media notification. So that's really helpful for me. Another thing to keep me distracting from Instagram is I having this one. In this phone, I having the app called One Set. Before, if I want to check my Instagram, it will show up this notification, ask me to take a deep breath. And after the deep breath, I will decide whether I want to open the app or not. And I feel this one a very cool tip that you can apply is that the app, I put the link down below. You can try out this one. Before I found myself like easily spend hours on Instagram, but now I'm less intact to that. So use social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram as well. But at the same time, I want myself intentionally do it, and using those tools to support me. It's not reverse that I support or like I'm the one who cannot resist though can control my temptation. So I think those few tips with the phone really help me. And the last tip that I'm doing is speed up the video that I'm watching, which is save me around 20 minutes. You know, in this day and age, there's so much information for it to consume. To learn the language progressively, I also not only learn through the app, learning with teacher, learning on my own, but then at the same time, I'm also watching a lot of YouTube video, watching the shows online. Well, learning with video is very appealing, and instead of reading books can be boring sometimes. Video is another alternative for you to learn. But then at the same time, you know, to progress quickly, if the video about explaining grammar structure or the video that I have watched before, I usually speed up the process. Like normally the normal speed would be 1, but then I can speed up to 1.25 or 1.5. So I can watch more video or like learn more things at the same time. Not only with video, but then with listen to podcast. If the podcast I just review is a bit easy for me, then I can speed up the process. So I will speed up the speed level of that postcard, and yeah, it's really helped me to save time. With the 5 tips that I have sharing today, which is setting my morning adventure, having set up my journaling to keep my mood stable, having my colorful calendar, put my phone in focus mode, and the last one is speed up the video or the postcard that you listen to. Those things really help me. It's also integrated, and not only with language learning, I also found that it's very useful with doing other things in my life, and it just puts my productivity for language learning and my life overall. So if you found other tips or hacks or habits that help you to put your productivity and saving more time to learn languages or to spend time for your own passion, just comment down below. I'll surely read it all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I hope of the tips and the habit that I shared today will help you in your language progress. If you have any suggestions, feel free to share with me. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I see you in the next video.